Alrighty, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Mindful Monday. I'm Meredith. Great to have you guys here for the month of April. We're going to get started now. These are going to be 30-minute stretch, kind of yoga meditation sessions, combination of everything. Always have with you a bolster or like a towel or something that you can prop yourself up on, and definitely a strap. If you don't have a strap, then you can use a hand towel or something like that. Okay, so let's get started. Come to a comfy seat on your bolster or on your towel or your block if you have one. Legs can be extended or legs crossed. Reach under, pull the flesh out from underneath your sits bones, and then roll your shoulders 3 times backwards. And then roll them forward. And then shrug them up towards your ears, bring them into the back of your body, and then drop them down. Drop your chin to your chest and slowly circle around to the right. And then around to the left. And then come back to center and lift up through the crown of your head and imagine your vertebrae in your spine stacking one on top of the other, and then kind of grow out of your hips so you're not kind of dropped into your belly, but you're really growing out of your hips, rooting down with your sits bones and growing out of your hips, and breathe in and out through your nose if that's available, or in through your nose and out through your mouth, whatever is comfortable. And follow that breath. Goes down through the nose, down the throat, into your chest, into your rib cage, and then into your belly. And then on the exhale, belly button pulls back to the spine, the ribs will corset, and the chest will fall. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Start to use your breath as an investigative tool. And as you inhale, see if you can breathe into a spot that is tight. And then as you exhale, see if you can mentally tell that spot to soften. Breathe in breath into that spot, prana, fresh new energy, fresh new life into a spot that's aggravating. And then as you exhale, see if you can soften it a little bit more. Try that 5 times. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Deep, deep, deep inhale. Hold the breath at the top. See if you could take a little bit more air into the lungs. And then lift your chin and let it out the mouth. Bring the hands to the heart center. Just take a moment and maybe set an intention for yourself, for your practice, or just for the rest of your day. And then interlace the palms, turn them up towards the ceiling. Stretch up nice and tall, blink open the eyes. Good morning. Press the left hand down into the floor, reach up and over with the right. Stay there, drop into the left elbow. And come back up to center, interlace the palms, turn them down this time. Lift and lengthen. And then right hand finds the floor, press into the floor, reach up and over with the left. Come back to center, place the hands behind you, lift and lengthen. And then grab onto the front of your knees, round your back. A gentle twist over to the right. Inhale, lengthen. Left hand finds the right knee. Exhale, twist. And then switch sides. Right hand finds the left knee. Lengthen on the inhale and exhale, twist. Come back to center. Slide your towel or your bolster to the back of your mat. Place your toes up on there. A little cat-cow. Inhale, tail up, shoulder blades down, heart and chin up. And then exhale, round back. 3 more like that. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Last one in. And out. Keep the toes right on top of the bolster. Sit your bum down to your heels. Reach your arms long. Drape your chest low. Stretch out your spine. Stretch out the top of your toes. The top of your feet by pressing the top of your toes into the bolster. And then come forward and just come to a relaxed upward facing dog. Lift your chin. And then draw your right shoulder back. Sag your left hip down in towards the mat. And then switch sides. Draw your left shoulder back. Sag your right hip down. Come back, curl your toes under this time. Rock yourself back to the bolster. Sit in a low squat, stretching out the hips. And then option, if you want, bring the hands to the heart center and press the elbows into the knees. Wrap your hands behind your head and press the back of your head into your hands in that low squat. Stretch out the low part of your neck and your upper back. And then find your way into your first downward facing dog. Slide the bolster off the mat. Pedal push your feet in your first downward dog. Bending into right knee and left knee. Get a little swagger in the hips as well. And then concentrate on one side. So ground your right heel down towards the floor. Press your hands into the mat. And if you need a little bit more, you can try raising your toes on your right foot. You can also try firming up your quad. Big stretch for the calf. And then switch sides, ground the left heel down, bend deep into your right knee.
Press the hands into the floor, send the weight back into your left heel, and if you need more, lift up the left toes off the mat, and then obviously firm your left quad. And then turn your toes slightly in so you can't see the inner arch of your you can't see the inner arch of your feet, and really stretch the spine, lift the sit bones, relax the head, shake the head, yes. Shake the head, no, so there's not tension in your neck. And then round your back as you come forward into a plank position. Drop your shoulders down your back. And then knees come down first, chin and chest come down second. And then slide yourself all the way out. Cobra pose. Inhale there, drop your shoulders down, lift your heart. Exhale, come down. Push the top of your toes into the mat. Do it again. Inhale, draw the shoulders down and together. And then exhale. Option to do a third cobra or interlace the hands behind the back. Draw your shoulders down as you lift your heart and extend through your elbows. And then exhale, come down. Upward facing dog, open up the heart. Downward facing dog, lift the hips. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more inhale. Lift the sit bones as you press the chest back towards the thighs. Exhale. Good. Look forward between your hands. Step your feet forward to meet them. Flatten your back as you inhale. Forward bend. Reach and rise. Reverse swan dive all the way up. And then exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, let's do left foot back first. Lower your left knee down. Release your left toes. Lunge forward into your right knee. Press the hands down to the right thigh. Traction it forward as you lift your heart. Inhale there. Exhale, hands to the floor. Curl the toes, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale as you round your back into a plank position. Exhale, knees down, chin and chest down. Slide forward into cobra. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Looking forward between the hands, step your left foot forward between the hands. Lower your right knee down to the mat. Release the right toes, plant the hands to the left thigh. Inhale, lift your heart, look up. Exhale, hands to the floor, curl the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale as you round your back into a plank position. Exhale, knees, chin, and chest to the floor. Slide it out, cobra pose, inhale. If it feels okay for you, roll right up to upward facing dog. Exhale, curl toes, lift hips, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Press the chest back to the thighs. Breathe out. One more inhale. Drop your shoulders. And exhale. Look forward. Step your feet forward to meet your hands. Lift and lengthen your heart. Inhale. Forward bend. Exhale. Reverse swan dive yourself up. Inhale. Hands to the heart center. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, flat back, lift your heart. Exhale, step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift up your right leg, bend your knee, open up your hip. Circle your right foot at the ankle, keep your belly button pulled back towards your spine and square off your shoulders. Work on lifting your knee by opening up your hip rather than jacking the shoulder open. Good. Exhale, take the right foot forward, ground your left heel to the floor, warrior one, rise. Inhale, press into the outer edge of your left foot, sink deep right into your right knee. Exhale, interlace the hands behind the back, open up the chest, look up. Exhale, hinge forward, humble warrior. Right shoulder on or inside the right knee. Breathe in, breathe out. Release your left hand to the floor on the inhale. Spin onto the ball mount of your left foot and reach your right arm up on the exhale. Breathe in, breathe out, twist. And then drop your right arm, drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Release the right hand to the floor, step your right foot back, downward facing dog. Breathe in, press the chest back to the thighs, breathe out. Good, left leg is gonna reach up. Left hip is gonna open as you lift your left knee to the highest point on your body and circle your left foot up the ankle. Press your left arm down equally as your right. And then send your left foot forward. Ground your right heel down, warrior one. Squaring off the hips, reach the arms up, inhale. Exhale, sink into the lunge. Keep trying to square off the hips, get a nice stretch to the right hip flexor. Now interlace the hands behind the back, extend the elbows, open up the chest, lift your heart, and then hinge forward on the exhale, wring out the shoulders. Drop your head. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more inhale. And exhale. Inhale, drop your right arm down, roll onto the ball mount of your right foot, sink down into the right hip. Exhale, twist open to the left. Breathe in. Breathe out. Drop your left arm, drop your right ear. Breathe in and out. Release your left hand to the floor, step it back, downward facing dog. Press the chest back to the thighs, lift your sit bones. Round your back, hinge forward into a plank. Good option to do the knees, chin, chest, or take a full chaturanga. Open up your heart on your inhale. And roll over your toes, lift your hips on the exhale. Open hip sequence. Let's do left foot forward first. Rise into warrior two. Sink deep into your left knee and make sure that you can see your big left toe on the inside of your left knee. And then square your shoulders right over your hips. The tendency is to lean forward into it. Pull yourself back, sink a little deeper, get a beautiful stretch right across the groin. And then reverse the warrior on your inhale. And then extend through your left leg and take a long hinge forward for triangle pose. Left hand low, right arm reaches up. Start to work your left sit bone underneath you. Start to work your right hip open up towards the ceiling. And then spiral your right arm down, lead with your pinky towards your hip, turn your palm in, and then turn it out. Do that a couple times. Feeling that each time you can further pull your right shoulder away from your right ear. Good, get really expansive. Work your left sit bone underneath you. And then take your right hand to your right hip, coming into our balance pose for this session, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Take the weight into your left foot, extend up with your right leg, flex your right foot, Put a block underneath your left hand if you need it. Whoop. It's okay if you fall out of the pose, come right back in. And then if you want a quad stretch, reach back with your right hand to your right foot and push and pull. We'll do a deeper quad stretch on the ground in a second. But allow the right side of the chest to open. Push the foot into the hand to get a really nice stretch there. Release it. Release your right leg down next to your left leg. The feet are going to be as wide as your hip, okay? Keep your right leg straight, bend your left knee, and walk your arms around to the right to get a good, yummy stretch down the IT band on the right side. Relax your head. Come back to center, toe heel your feet together. Reverse swan dive yourself all the way up. And then hands to your heart center. Step your right leg out. Turn your toes in. You're in a wide-legged stance. Toes turn in. Interlace the hands behind the back. Open up the chest. Squeeze your palms together. Press your forearms into your backside to send your hips forward. Look up. Inhale there. And then exhale, hinge. Wring out the shoulders, wring out the pecs, wring out the bicep, all of that. Relax your head. And then release your hands down. Flatten your back as you inhale. Hands come to the hips, exhale, and then inhale, rise. Take your right foot towards the back of the mat. Arrive in warrior two on the right side. Again, check in. Can you see your big right toe on the inside of your knee? And then shift your shoulders right over the hips. Turn your gaze towards the middle finger on your right hand. Sink a little deeper. Shoulders over hips. And then reverse it. Reach and lengthen through your right leg. Reach back. And then take a long journey into triangle pose. Hinging, hinging, hinging. Right hand goes low, left arm goes high. And I always imagine like you're like a starfish and you're growing out of your torso. So lift and lengthen out of it. Work your right sit bone underneath you. Open up your left hip. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more inhale. And exhale. Good. Work into that left shoulder now. Good movement in your scapula and your shoulder blades. And then moving into half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. You can always put a block underneath your hand or a book or what have you underneath the hand to raise the floor up to you. Flex through your left foot. Keep that left hip nice and dialed up towards the sky or the ceiling. And then bend your left knee, reach back for your left foot with your left hand and push and pull there. Breathe for 3, for 2, and 1. Good, release your left foot down now. IT band stretch on the left side. Keep your left leg straight. Bend deep into your right knee. Walk yourself around to the left. Relax your head down. And then come back to center and just come down onto your hands and knees. I said we were going to go for a deeper quad stretch. So a couple of options. You can either go all the way down onto your belly and reach back for your foot with your hand, or you could stay up on your knees. Lunge your right foot forward. You might need a block underneath your right hand. You don't want to be directly over your knee like this, hip over knee. You want to be lunged forward into it and then reach back for the foot with the hand. Bend through your elbow and then press your foot into your hand to extend your elbow. Feel the tightening in your left quad, light resistance, and then override that and pull that in. Square off your hips. Press the foot into the hand, extending, opening up the chest on the left side, and then override to pull in. And then one more time, press, 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 press away. And then override to pull in. Good, release that and just simply switch legs. Left foot forward, lunge deep into your right hip. Slide the block underneath your left hand. Reach around foot to hand. Square off your hips. And then again, press the foot into the hand to extend through your right arm now. Get a little resistance in your right thigh and then override and pull in. Press away. Override, pull in. One more just like that. Press, press, press away. And then override to pull in. Excuse me, sorry about that. Release that. And then spin onto your bum. Right foot in, left foot out. If this is uncomfortable to sit like this, either sit on a block or bend your left knee. Reach your left elbow on the inside of your left thigh. Press it in there, ground down through your right sit bone, and then reach up and over the ear. If you're not feeling this on the low right side of your back, you might need to drop the shoulder a little bit to wrap it around. As long as you're grounding down through the right sit bone, you want to feel it like right above the right side of your pelvis, below your ribs. And then switch. Right elbow inside, press into it, ground down through your left sit bone now, and then reach up and over. Stay just like that or drop your left shoulder if you need a little bit. Good, release it, come on to your back. Take your arms out to a T, drop your knees over to the left and look to the right. If you need more ground down on that right, outside of your right thigh, keep reaching out to the right. And then switch sides, knees drop over to the right, look to the left. Come back to center, grab onto the front of your knees. We're gonna just get a nice upper back stretch in like a hammock position. Push the knees away to round your back. Drop your chin to your chest. Drop your shoulders down. And then roll all the way up.
Drop your left ear over to your left shoulder. If you need a little bit more, then sweep your right arm back behind you. You can also turn the chin towards the shoulder and reach your left hand across behind your right ear. Release, go the other way. Sweep your left arm behind if you need it. And then turn the chin if you want. And then drop the chin to the chest. Grab on underneath your clavicle, push in and pull down, and lift your chin the other way. Open and close your jaw. Head up, press the back of your head into your hands, lift your heart up, look up. Override, pull down, bring the tips of your elbows to meet each other. Drop your shoulders. And then release, bring the hands back to the heart center. Come back to that intention. The one that you either set for yourself for the next 30 minutes or the one that you're setting up for the rest of your day or your week or your month. Take a nice deep inhale through your nose. Let it out your mouth. One more like that. This time stick out your tongue on the exhale. And then blink the eyes open. Happy and healthy Monday, everybody. Wishing you guys well. Hope you are feeling good. And I will see you next week. Bye, y'all.